Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. The British are back in action in this glorious NTW3 historical battle. We have the Battle of Orthez here, and the British, yes, are here facing off against their long rival, the French Empire. And oh boy, am I looking forward to this one. And the British are not alone. They are joined by the Portuguese in this one. So yeah, we have a lot of Portuguese troops here. Loyal allies of the Brits, one of the longest serving allies in history for the British. And also fought side by side with the Brits here in the Napoleonic Wars in the Peninsula campaign, to be accurate. And yeah, it's a good old Peninsula battle. This is the Battle of Orthez, 1814. So we're right at the end of the sort of Napoleonic and Peninsula War. And yeah, this is in history a coalition victory. I would just like reiterate in history it's a coalition victory. Not necessarily going to happen in this battle. We do not know. I will not give away the result, like apparently has been said in previous battles. But yes, this is a battle between Marshal Soult and also the Duke of Wellington. And yes, it was a resounding victory here for the British, who managed to help push out the French out of the Iberian Peninsula and back into France. And yeah, it's kind of like one of the battles that is just part of the Battle of the Pyrenees. So it's like, you know, what they're the battle before the Battle for France. So yes, after like the Iberian sort of like campaign was sort of like coming to an end, and they kind of like kicked France out of mainland Spain. There's still like sort of the small strip of the Pyrenees, which is like both France and also Spain, that the British had to navigate across before they could invade France properly. And this is one of those battles. So yeah, Orthez is this town here. This is actually the map of Orthez. We are using that map. Came out in one of the most recent patches. And yeah, we do have the Brits here. I think they're actually preparing to, I think they're assaulting boats, I think. I think they have to, this army has to traverse across and then like start from back here with this other Wellington army here. As you can see, we have Wellington Pyrenees, we have I think all Wellington Pyrenees, to be honest. Yeah, all four are Wellington Pyrenees. I think it's against 4 Soult as well. Yeah, the French, I think, are going to be occupying Orthez, and the British are going to have to assault and try and take it, along with the Portuguese troops as well. I think 2 of the British armies did have to bring 50% Portuguese troops, as there was a large amount of Portuguese soldiers at this battle. So that was like a small rule we set up. So yeah, we've got some Caçadores here, led by John Scott Lilly himself. I don't know who he is, but you know, and George Brown here as well. So good to see, you know, some very British names leading these Portuguese troops there. They're already having a bit of a shoot-off with the French here, some Laguerre, having a good go there. But yeah, do let me know who you think is going to win it in the comments down below. Are you rooting for France and the Emperor, or are you rooting for Britain and Wellington? Let's see who wins today. I mean, we've got some decent cav for the British. The Light Dragoons, not so much, but back here, the 3rd King's Own Dragoons, the Bland's Dragoons, very, very good. Heavy cav they are. They're heavier cav than anything that the French can bring. The French can bring probably a best Dragoons, which are definitely not as good. Like the British Dragoons count pretty much as like cuirassier sort of like level. They'll go toe to toe. And we've got some Hussars here as well. The Tabs. We've got Irish Hussars over there as well. The Prince of Wales Hussars. We've actually got a lot of Hussars on this flank here for the British. So yeah, let's see how they can do. Looks like the French are setting up to kind of fight down this road here. So yeah, both Britain and also France kind of setting up on this road and preparing to have like a bit of a fight. Looks like we've got a foot artillery piece here set up on the road. And we've got a horse artillery one slightly further down. Here we go, we're going to see a first shots of battle here. There you go, off they go. Don't think they hit anything, to be honest, but you know, the French artillery, they'll get their range sorted. Got a Portuguese infantry here going forward. Most of it's fairly well trained, Portuguese infantry. Not all of it can form square though, that is a risk. But they are trained by Beresford, who was a British officer, and they are of good quality. France here is actually outflanking the Portuguese forces to move forward here. They need to be careful that they don't get drawn into a like too much of a line fight. I think there's 1 French infantry here, and he's going up against 3 Portuguese. They might want to swing some more of these troops around. It looks like France here is coming down the road pretty quick. Looks like he might be getting ready for a melee. You can see red lining already from the French, though. I think that's from getting hit by artillery more than it is from the from musket fire. But yeah, the French going in here. They're not slowing down. It looks like you can see here, yeah, orange lining from the Portuguese. And the Portuguese might be slower than the French. Might be about to get caught here. Here we go. The charge is going off. And the French are going in with those twirling bayonets. Immediately routed, and that's affecting the second unit already as well. It's just infantry Almeida here, yeah, being routed very quickly. The Castores, the light infantry trying to get out of there as well. And the Emperor's chambermaids, aren't going in. Seems like they don't believe it's the right time to throw them into assist. Possibly isn't. We've got Cav actually coming forward here from the French. They're bringing forward some Cheval, maybe to try and assist in this assault. And I think now we're going to see the chambermaids going to try and slow down the French. There you go. French getting stopped. Well, actually, I was going to say the French stopped in their tracks. They've just formed square here and blasted inside of the chambermaids and routed them instead of the French getting round. So that is a disaster there for the British. We've got one of the Castores forming the square here. That's stopping the chasseurs, but it's just going to slow down the retreat here for this Portuguese unit, and the French will probably get them into melee very, very soon. Yes, sir. And that is a big loss there. But yeah, if you're enjoying the NTW3's action and want to see more glorious bayonet charges like we've just seen there, if you remember, leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and comment to show your support, guys. It really does help out the channel. As and it looks like we're going to be seeing the British setting up some 9-pounders here. They're going to try and maybe blast the French from range. We managed to rout one French unit there. I think that is from artillery fire. The Castores might get out of here. Yeah, if the French play this right, they can just pin the Cav, force them to full square, and then the infantry can just go into melee again. It actually looks like they might rout them with a line fight anyway. And there you go, they get routed into those Castores there. And it looks like we've got howitzers as well going off. I don't know if that's the British. I think it is. Yeah. Oh, we've got concrete rockets. Of course, yeah, they don't have howitzers, the Brits. They have rockets. Yeah, plenty of those going off. That will be certainly very cinematic to see in action. But yeah, the Brits have got to go across this bridge, which I know for a fact has got all sorts of pathfinding problems from the previous times we played on Orthez. So the French are going to have not an easy time, but certainly it's going to be in their favour is this assault here from the British, because the British going in a melee are not as good as the French going in a melee. Even 1814, when the French, they're scraping the barrel. So at this point, quality of troop is certainly not great. Melee is one of their best sort of attributes, and the Brits, yeah, still don't like it, that's for sure. Got like some Spanish troops here, that looks a bit fighting for the French still. Some loyalists. They certainly look, they look very Spanish looking. They're not in like blue really, they're like in like a dark sort of like navy. Which is definitely sort of like how he identified Spanish troops. Yeah, surprised there's a lot of Spanish loyalists still fighting for Joseph, but there is apparently. So, yeah, large reserve now being thrown into Orthez to try and hold it, and you see the cavalry is the main target here for the rockets as they go off. Yeah, the French here, so they're going to occupy this sort of foresty area here and maybe use that to try and make a push for these guns. So we've got quite a few guns. We've actually got another 6-pounder here that's not been set up yet by the Brits. Whether they're thinking of pulling that one back, I don't know. Looks like also cavalry got in for dash here with the guns, and the gun crew actually did manage to get out of there alive, which is unlimited guns. Now we have a bit of a line fight taking place here. The Portuguese proving their worth. They are just as good as the Redcoats. Someone's grave there already, so there's going to be plenty more graves dug out of this battle. The French, and the French in a line fight is not going to be doing so great. And we've got a National Guard here fighting. So yeah, they're really using the dregs of manpower to try and fill out these armies right now. So yeah, they're going to get outgunned for sure by the British. We've got a horse archery though that's moving forward. That can cause a few problems, unfortunately. If it's close enough, fires canister, or even if it just fires round shot into these massed Portuguese ranks there. I think the Brits are also now making their push across. There is a bit of a melee fight now going on in Orthez itself. this is a battle that we did on the stream a little while ago actually now. So if you ever want to get involved in any sort of like streams and scenario battles, feel free to join my Discord. The link is down below in the description. So we'll usually do like a weekly NTW3 stream, and yeah, if you want to get involved in any of those, join the Discord. It's the best place to go to get involved in those battles. Yeah, the redcoats, see, are losing slightly to the northeast, but the slashers, they're called the slashers, but they ain't slashing through these Frenchmen. This is what's the best sort of scenario for the Brits, is forming up in a street like this, the Royal Fusiliers, and firing into the French and hoping that you can get some shots off. But it looks like they're not going to be able to do so. The French are charging, and that order some goes back in favour of the French. Actually, look, they might be the French, I'm not sure. So they might be able to do it. Looks like the French are, oh, they just, I thought they were flanking maybe, but it's just a few skirmishes. Like, they could potentially flank if they wanted to. The Brits need some Highlanders or something like that in there, some melee capable troops. I don't know if they've brought any of those sort of things. They might be a bit further back, or we need some like guardsmen maybe. I don't know if they have them accessible in this corps. I would have thought so, but maybe not. What do we got here? The black cuffs, skins. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything like this looking too melee looking like. So that's going to be a problem for the Brits. They're just kind of like using regular redcoats, and they're blobbing up quite a lot of them. There's a lot of redcoats actually in here. There's one route that's going to obviously just affect the other ones, so don't want to blob too much because that could cause a bit of a mass rout. Over on this side here, looks like the Portuguese pushing forward. Got some redcoats over on this side. I think this is the force I was playing as on this flank here, if I remember correctly. So, if I remember correctly, my build was a lot of Portuguese infantry. I was relying on the Portuguese infantry, and then I was bringing a lot of British cav to try, and so I got my 50-50 sort of split of Britain and Portuguese troops. We didn't realize that we could have brought Spanish troops. We were allowed to bring some point troops, but the Spanish have skirmishes in this corps, and we definitely could have done with the Spanish skirmishes to, you know, just weaken up the French a little bit, so we had some of our own. The French have plenty of skirms here, but we can't really battle against. Yeah, the French setting up another sort of line here in this tree line. We've got a gun up front here. We've got some fun guns here. They are getting blasted actually by the Portuguese line infantry, so we need to try and shoot them, focus down that gun crew if possible. And over here looks like, yeah, I think that gun's just getting taken out by Chasseur Cheval. Having a bit of a rough day there. Is that Wellington Corps, that's for sure. And here we go, another line, another melee fight taking place. The French actually getting pushed back there, so that's a bit of a win for the Brits. Oh, we do have Highlanders in it. Excellent. I was worried. The Gordons. And they've been routed. No. Just after I said, oh, that's just exactly what we need. This is one of the problems with Orthez on the map. You can just base through buildings. Streets don't really exist. Make your own. The SA regiment, you see another Highlander regiment, a light foot. They're battling away. And I think they've won their fight just about, but they need to really pull back. There's just more French in front of them. They're going to get overwhelmed here by French troops otherwise.
Your men have been routed.
Yeah, the Cumberland gentlemen here. They're in this line fight here. This sort of is in favour, but they are looking like they're getting actually they're getting shot from multiple angles, like really dodgy angles. But the French are shooting like 3-1 here. So yeah, this is not a good spot for the Brits really at all. This one's a better line fight, that's for sure. The Minden boys, they have this one-on-one with the French. That works for them. Whether the Brits could just flank on around here, go through this part of the town and just try and flank the French a little bit. But yeah, there you go. No looking good. The Cumberland gentlemen are routed there. So yeah, Britain in a bit of a sticky position early on in this sort of fight there for the town of Orthez, which is the objective of today's battle, of course. And here we go, big cav charge coming in from the Brits on this side here. We've got the Dragoon Guards going in. hacking and slashing. They're routing those chasseurs. All they can bring. It seems. Yeah, lots of chasseurs going in really. I imagine a lot of them provisionals as well. We've got light dragoons routing. And then, yeah, the heavy dragoons going in here. Charging into squares and non-squares alike. Hack down these infantry. And I think we're about to see Portuguese infantry going into melee as well. I don't know how well they'll really do, so we'll see. But the combination of cavalry and infantry should be able to do some work here. There you go, boys. Keep firing for the Emperor. I mean, this guy here starts firing towards the head of him. Let's do exactly that. Cavalry falling back, still got 50 riders, so that's a very healthy unit still. And there's still, I mean, the King's Own Dragoon, I actually needs to charge, needs to charge that French cap there. Sir, you need to go in and kill them. Here comes Sir Cheval, around the back. Sort of side, I guess. The Portuguese are at the northern square, they're in melee. This is definitely going to be in favour of the French. Here come the Dragoon Guards again from the British. They're not finished, they'll deal with them, and then yeah, you go. This still a fairly healthy Dragoon unit as well, 54. Tabs on the other side, and there's like the British camp here needs to start flanked around doing some work. Yeah, the Castores here, I mean, the British could charge in, it's a bit of a risk charging head on into a gun, but you need to really focus it down a little bit more. Try and just like blast it. But yeah, breaking through here nicely. You just keep on moving down this road. But this French army is looking pretty banged up right now. Back here, what French cavalry got? Just, yeah, more chasseurs waiting back here, and it looks like we're going to see the chasseurs actually dash out. They look like they're going to challenge the King Hussars here. These are fairly decent if I remember the tabs. They look glorious. I love the uniforms of the British Hussars. It's kind of even. Might need support of the Drogheda light horse at the moment. No, the tabs just about held on. Might not survive the next charge though. More chasseurs going in. There you go, another clash of horsemen. And again, I think actually the chasseurs are going to get routed. That is a win. The tabs might get routed themselves though, or not. They might just hold on. But there you go. The French army here is now cavalryless, and it can now just get picked apart. And that's exactly what the hussars are doing. They're going in hard. Keep the light horse hacking and slashing away. Most of these French infantry can't form square. And there you go, the tabs routed. The French is kind of holding onto a strange sort of cordon here. Really, I should have been pushing really aggressively with these Portuguese right now. Just run these guys down, finish them off. Maybe had the light horse as well, just make sure these guys stay gone. Yeah, that's a brutal volley actually there. And there you go, the Drogheda light horse routes. That's unfortunate. It's just really the Dragoon Guards left. There's still some decent cap there, but yeah, the French nearly have been defeated here. On this side here, you can see this British army is getting just overwhelmed right now by French. Stuck in this sort of forest. Brutal line fight here now taking place. Portuguese dropping left, right, and centre. I hope they're not recontemplating their loyalties. Fight for Britain! Fight for your independence! Getting encircled there are those boys. The town fight doesn't look like it's progressed too much for Britain. They haven't really got out of where they started by the looks of it. They've still got Cav as well. They haven't really been proactive. Whether they can cross elsewhere, I don't know. Whether they have to just cross over this bridge, it might be the case. On the light foot here, coming forward, so they're also now using multiple units in a choke point to try and blast the French back. And the French are actually flanking around here. This is not good for the Brits. You can see we've got Baker's light bobs here. The cavalry unit trying to slow down the French advance in that town. That's not going to work well. Cavalry in the town, I can't imagine it's great for pathfinding. But you can see they're trying to like get them through the little alleys. That's pretty chaotic and confusing, that's for sure. But yeah, definitely not looking great in this town push here. Gonna need, I don't know, some luck, some miracle. Oh, keep firing, boys! For king and country! God save the king and the land. There you go, keep blasting away. Royal Irish here. That's a fairly good view. The French, as you can see here, flanking around. This is a concern. These volunteers of Ribeiro might need to go in and just charge the guys, and also have the Brits fire from across the river. I'd also have Britain set up troops here and fire across the river. If the French just can stand here, that would be good. Because I don't know what these French. Actually, I think they're firing or routing Brits. There's some re-rallying over here. We've got Highlanders re-rallying and some first provisionals. But yeah, they should try and get some of the Brits to just fire across the river, try and force the French back there. Yeah, it's still looking tough. I mean, the French are thinning out on reserves, but they still have some. Britain's kind of thinning out on reserves as well, but has a couple of units left. It's pretty close to that town fight. It depends where this French army goes. This one's fairly healthy. I think it's going in the direction of the Brits over here and the Portuguese, who are still in pretty decent condition. The Brits need to keep their cav alive, and then they've got a good chance to take it. There you go. The French on the run, retreating to this next tree line by the looks of it. There you go, they are falling back, and it looks like, yeah, I mean, there's Portuguese troops over here. I think they're trying to retreat. We've got the guns that turn around on the road. They can't move, but they just got to stand their ground there. The grass off the rifles as well. They're being, I guess, a rear guard, protecting against the French advance. Yeah, the fight for the town's still going on. This is where it's most brutal right now, and the Congreve rockets coming in again. Look at that, trying to hit these reserves. We've got a King's Hussar, the tab's all the way out there on the right. We'll have to keep an eye on that to see whether that can do anything. Whether it's re-rallied and the player's not realised, or whether it's been sent out there as a sneaky little move, I don't know. Allied General's dead, so yeah, that's... I presume this John Buchanan, Buchan, I think it is. It's not Buchanan, but it's Buchan. John Buchan is dead. That is sad to see. A loyal British soldier fighting for the crown. And the Brits, yeah, sending back some French, packing back to Paris. Again, though, they still have the same issue here. They're just like falling into the same trap. They've got a multiple flank here, looking outgunned with the Monmouthshire light foe. The Brits need to try and do the same almost, and have like, I mean, they're kind of doing it over here in this choke point. They've got like multiple fires in the choke point. Like the Brits will outgun the French, so they just need to. If the French have like 2 to 3 units doing it, yeah, it's not going to be good for them. Like two or three against 1 British, yeah, it's still not a good chance. The Highland foot there routed again. The cavalry saw them dash over. I was wondering what they were after. Whether the dragoons could have gone across the river, I don't know if they can. And then just charge the cavalry. They might all just have to keep using the road here, like this one bridge. It might be what they're only allowed to use. I couldn't really remember. So we're going to see 3rd East Kent here, though. Maybe go to the edge of the river. Maybe try and duel with the skirms. Keep blasting away, boys. Actually, so, yeah, since the Brits have 2 units firing here, they're actually managed to send those French units running, really. That's a positive.
A unit has grown weary, sir.
Yeah, again here, the Monmouth should like, but actually they managed to push back. There's not on so many Frenchmen here now. Push them back in this street. And we'll see what's going on the other side over here. France is still sort of like combining its army here, trying to do stuff. I actually foolishly sent troops all the way back. I was like, I better start dealing with peasants, start sending troops back that way. This army's pretty much finished. I'll just keep a small force here. But actually the French seem like they've rallied a lot of their troops. I don't know how. I thought most of these guys were gone. Also, the French seem like they're in a bit of a difference. I don't know how easy it is to shoot these guys. To be honest, I don't think either side really is getting great shots. Like, yeah, this is the British perspective. Can't really see the French. And the French perspective is pretty similar. They can't see the British. So neither side's really shooting each other. They're just firing for the sake of it. Yeah, we got some French cav there scouting ahead, looking for Brits. We've got the Drogheda Light Horse return. That's good. We also got the Glands Dragoons as well, and one of the cabs returned to the French plus. They're a bit more mobile once again. Yeah, a bit of a line fight going on here. Nothing too major. We'll go back to the town because it seems like that's where most of the action's going on. It seems like that both sides are, you know, well, point blank range really with each other. It's also where the objective is. This is where the battle will be decided. Whoever holds Orthez wins the game. Yeah, they really need to deal with this flank here from the French is what I'm most concerned about. It's a bit of a problem. Got the volunteers of Asturias there, they're shooting. But again, can the Britons just go down this little street here and flank the French, force them to push back on the side here? I mean, you can see the Cumberland infantry here trying to do exactly that, the Cumberland gentlemen. Doesn't look like they're having too much success. I know, you might be able to see the French going to melee, I'm not sure. They look like they were going to do it. Oh, there's a good volley though there from the volunteers, blasting those French point blank range. Here we go, I think we're about to see the French going to melee. I think if this is I mean, they're so close anyway, the French should be in melee, I would have thought. Volunteers, I wouldn't have thought they were going to be that great. There you go, brutal volley from the Portuguese, really nice. That might rout them, there you go, the French have gone now, they should go to melee to the British and try to rout that other French. I presume these are, actually if they're Asturias, they might be Spanish. Sorry, they're probably Spanish, not Portuguese. Same with Rivero, I'm not sure, they might be also Spanish. And we've got King's Own Dragoons coming in now. A healthy unit. They're going to try and charge somewhere by the looks of it. I mean, down the street might work. They should have pulled back the Castores, I think, if they were going to do it. Or they charge in with these guys as well, just so the Dragoons aren't being shot from multiple directions. But I don't know really what the Dragoons are doing. They're just kind of like going all over the place. And there you go, we've got a melee fight now taking place. Those volunteers did go in. Like the volunteers hold on there. We'll come back to the town fight in a moment. See where the Dragoons make their charge soon. They might do. Looks like Britain over here preparing for an assault. Got a little bit closer now, so you know you can actually possibly see the French. Yeah, I can see them now. I can see the whites of their eyes. They're blasting. Flanked to the side here, the Irish, but that's a really brutal volley actually from the French there. They need to start firing to these Castores and help out their British allies. I don't know how the French is like rallying so many of these troops. This one looks fairly healthy, to be fair, but yeah, some of the other units look like they were pretty much beaten. They are redlining some of them. They just need one last charge. There we go. Looks like we're going to see the dragoons go in. And it's going to rear charge some of these units here. They could maybe can't pull square. There's orange lining there. And yeah, in they go. In go the dragoons. And now they're going to start causing chaos amongst the French ranks. Start cutting them down, boys. Send in the infantry now to finish them off. And then it should just be a repeat of what happened last time, I would have thought. It looks like again, looks like a Torqueda light horse getting stuck in against some Chasseur Cheval that back here. Looks like they should beat them. Yeah, the light horse has won its game, its battle. There you go, the dragoons did break on the square here, but they have actually managed to like rout most of the French army here, so that is a victory in its own right, so that's very, very good. The other French army is on its way forward. It is somewhere hidden back here, but it is on its way. So yeah, that basically is the British victorious on that far flank over there, on that far French army. Britain is still fighting in these trenches here for Orthez. Still not really any progress to be made. Got the Dorset foot and the Monmouthshire light foot. They're set up here ready to go. I still haven't seen this dragoon unit go in. I think this is the same unit stretched out. Whether it's going to be thrown in on this far flank, that's possibly not a bad idea. We're going to need support from maybe like some of these infantry though. There's also guns set up here, whether the Royal American skirmishers could just shoot them, or just get, have you got any infantry reserves? No, not really. Got the Royal American Rifles back here doing nothing. Get them forward. Come harass these crew members. There's also the East Kent foot there. Maybe they could just sit there and just start blasting the guns. Like infantry is like the focus firing onto a gun to do some serious damage and rout them. There you go, another French unit getting routed, but they're getting flanked by the Brits, making some progress, street by street. I've got the Lily White 7th also now coming in as well, so another cav unit coming across the river. This is the only other cav unit they've got, so, and it looks like we're going to see a push now. Here we go. We're going to see a charge from the dragoons. They're going to go in, I imagine, for the skirms and then onto the guns, maybe. They're going to get stopped by the French cav there, I'd imagine. There you go, decent shot there from the French artillery. Failed some of those cavalrymen. Yeah, in goes the French cavalry charging down the line, going in halfway after the dragoons there. I'd imagine these guys can still push back both Chasseur and also these skirmishes. I'd imagine so. They're pretty damn elite. Combat winning slightly. There you go, another cav unit going in, rear charging their own cav unit though, but it might do enough. See the redlining there, the British group have been broken. That is a disaster for the Brits in this hope of pushing here, and they actually didn't rout either of the Chasseur Chevals, didn't rise, so that is a big, big win. Squares being formed, whether that will stop the French from carrying on, I don't know. They could just melee with the infantry if they wanted to, now these guys stick to the square. Start firing away, boys. The line infantry here as well. The Rory's getting ready. I think they are fighting actually. Yeah, the French have gone in. So yeah, they are fighting in this house. Clearly, the Brits. It's so stupid that you could just like fight. Like the houses aren't really there. And the Lily White 7th have also been routed. It looks like in a cav fight down here as well. I don't know if that really works in favour of them. What were they fighting? More chasseurs. Whether it's because the infantry here supported, I don't really know. Yeah, it did not go well there for the Brits. They've lost all their cavalry on this flank here. Oh, or maybe not. There's still the tabs. I think they've been brought back from that right flank, brought back to the centre here. So they might have to give it another go. We will see. Over on this side here, the French have now appeared, and you can see the next Zhukov is getting prepared. Got a French combat gen here on the front lines.
Your men have been routed, sir.
I can't remember who was my general. I think it also was a combat gen here. I think maybe George Brown, maybe like one of the Castores, or it might have been John Scott, or it could have been John Buchanan as well. I don't know. But anyway, the French preparing for a line fight. Looks like both sides fairly well matched. Actually, the French have more now coming down this road here. Imagine they've really relied on mass. And yeah, it looks like they are. You can see more infantry now appearing out of the gloom.
Your men have
We'll come back to that in a moment, because it looks like it's getting very intense here in the town. The French are bayonet charging. This might be the last roll of dice for the Brits here. One with the light foot going in. Go, the Brits getting forced back. Are they going to send it? I think the platoon guards on this they have routed. Are the tabs going to go in? Trying to slow this French advance down. But yeah, I think the Brits are spent it in Orthez here. They haven't got enough. This is one of the final units here, the volunteers of Ribario. Going in. The tabs now going in for a bit of a charge on the French. They might rout inside. They are redlining. There you go. They have routed. It looks like got the Cumberland gentlemen here and then a couple of line infantry units. This is as far as Britain really got. They really struggled with this one. And it was always going to be a tough ask to try and push through the French lines of defense when they aren't designed, the Brits, for a melee attack. They're more of a melee defense sort of faction. You know, they're good at shooting, not so great in a melee fight. Maybe we should have just brought more melee troops, like the Highlanders. I don't know if they could have, but that's what they should have done.
Your men have been routed, sir.
Here we go, the French advancing now. They want to wrap up the remains of the British here. This is still a fairly healthy army. Come on, boys, all you have to do is defeat the French in front of you, and then it's on to Orthez. And then to Paris. A lot of Portuguese here. Getting ready. Veterans of the Peninsular War. Preparing to put their lives on the line for the British and liberty in Europe. There you go, you can see like already firing a few shots. French doing in range. French really can't see the Brits there. I imagine the Brits are the same. They might need to push forward there. There's so many French. You can see they're flanked around here. There's just a lot out here as well. I think this is the remains of the other Wellington army. They have like a roll. And you can see here, yeah. There's 4 units here facing off against, well, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like by looks at it, there's artillery on its way as well. And the French have still not routed in this back line. These guys have returned for like returned a second time. Just don't know what we can do to stop them. Could have really done with a little bit of cavalry, maybe just to, you know, get around the backs of the French and cause some problems, because the French don't look like they have any left by the looks of it. They have literally no infantry left. Here's getting shot on 2 flanks. Not going to do any good for the morale. But they're also doing some decent damage to the morale here of the French. Blasting away. Those Portuguese, unfortunately. Just see here, yeah, the French just have so much.
been routed, sir.
There you go. It's Portuguese force over here, routed. Now the French can just turn their attention onto the troops still in the tree line here. They already have routed these Portuguese boys here. They fought hard. It's not hard enough. This one's routed. John Buchan here has managed to rout some French. That's a win. Trying to just get these boys out of it, but I mean, marching through a forest, also the French are much quicker. It's not going to happen. John Buchan here trying, do his big rear charge now. And that's him routed, unfortunately. Keep falling back, boys. But yeah, it's not looking good. You can see what's left. I mean, the red is the French, the blue is the coalition forces. And it looks like here today we're going to see a very different Battle of Orthez. It looks like the British are going to be defeated, with the British and the Portuguese. I cannot forget the Portuguese. They fought hard. There's so many of them here today.
Your general has fallen.
There you go, General fallen.
Leader, sir.
I think that might be Wellington himself gone. Yeah, I think he's just down here dead in the... I don't think it's Sir William Stewart. I think it is... oh no, Wellington's back there. He might still be alive, actually. Yes, looks like Sir William Stewart is very much dead, though. Dead, and he's not coming back from that one. You can see here, yeah, the French going into melee. John Scott Lilly here. They still have cav. French still have a cav unit. I was wrong. We didn't do that cav though to just maybe combat this instead of this cavalry. I mean, if we still had the dragoons, that would be great. It'd be that would slow down a charge or two. There you go, square being formed, forced by the cavalry, and then the infantry comes in. It's a good combo. And yeah, that's pretty much game now. You can see they're just running down these Portuguese troops, farming them. George Brown here still blasting away, trying to do his bit. Routing a French unit here, well done. The two Castore units there doing their bit. Is there a point coming out of square? Getting blasted from every direction, really. The cavalry's just going to come back in. Back them out of square. There you go. The final stand of the Portuguese there. They've fallen. And then it looks like over on this side here, it looks like there's some re-rallied British troops, or are these just the guns? Oh, they're the concrete rockets. Yeah, the French going after them now as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're just waiting for like the last sort of like rundown of a few units here. It looks like Wellington is going to stay with his rockets, stand his ground. He's going to dismount and fight like a man. And yeah, there we go. I think that's my general dead. I think that was John Lilly getting killed off. And I think we're about to see Wellington also be killed off. And yeah, I think then we're just waiting for the last sort of rundown of units. There's still some British this side. What was it? Oh, right, the rifles. They're still there, still fighting. And yeah, I think that's Wellington also now just dead. That is a massive loss for the British and the coalition forces to lose one of their greatest generals. And yeah, you can see here American rifles, they're getting routed. And I think we're just there's one final unit over here now that needs to be killed off. Just an infantry unit here. It's actually managed to, I think, rout some Frenchies. So, but oh, they managed to get the guns. That's what they got. That's quite good. Yeah, here we go. Infantry blasting away. One last hurrah. French, I think, are just going to get close, just probably bayonet charge them. Probably for the best. There you go, in they go, boys. Charging away. They form square? I don't know. I don't know they did for a moment. There you go. Portuguese getting routed there at the end. And we should, in a moment, get the victory screen, or the defeat screen, as it's going to be, since we're looking from the British perspective here today. But yeah, there you go. So this replay was sent in from Johnny Le Buffoon. It's from one of the streams that I did, so I am here as well, so you can see how many kills I got, as well as everyone else. But we have got Johnny's unit stats, so we'll have a quick look at those. So yeah, 185 kills for one of the Royal Fusiliers. Actually pretty good for a a battle in the city. 104 with one of the with his general Sir William Stewart. The 94th Foot getting 103 kills, 99 with the West Kent Foot, 99 with the 91st Rorys. But there you go, guys. There are the rest of the kills. You want to have a look at those. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this historical battle. If you did, do remember leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. And hopefully, turning up on your screen now is some more epic historical battles. If you haven't checked those ones out, go ahead and do so. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.